महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महादेवमुदं शिरसा नमामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि. Desiring is a privilege. A privilege given to a human being. Therefore, if you have desires to accomplish, to achieve, you are healthy. I heard a talk. If you have appointment, you will have disappointment. If you have no appointment, no disappointment. If you have desires, you will feel failures. You have failures. If you have no desires, no failures. And we listen to all this also. They listen to this, they will go there and then listen and then come to me also. If you have head, you will have headache. Remove the head, no problem. You will have no problem. புரியுதுல்ல? தலை இருந்தால் தானே தலை வடிகிறோம். Head you love head. Remove the head. No headache. What do you think? Silly, eh? Correct word. He said it is silly. That you have desires is only proves you are a healthy human being. But you need to manage your desires. You have to manage your desires. You are born to enjoy an estate of riches. You have to learn to manage. Any privilege is to be managed. If you don't manage the privilege, the privilege will manage you. So these desires themselves, look into this management. These desires themselves are to be understood as desires to gain something you don't have, and desires to retain what you have. One group of desires. Desires to gain what you don't have. Gain you gain in terms of experience, in terms of ownership, possession, accomplishment, skills, accomplishment of skills and so on. All these are desires. Understand the types of desires. We have different types of desires. Suppose you have a desire to have skills, more skills in understanding music or in singing. And that is a desire, and for which you have to make efforts and keep singing in a very quiet place. Because so when you are learning singing, others so we don't need ears around, okay? We don't need ears around when you are learning singing. No comments. So you will learn effort. But that's a desire to pick up a skill. It has to be maintained, persevere, need help also, expert help. Suppose you have a desire to see Rome, because somewhere you read, you have to see Rome before you go home. And so somewhere you read, so some idea got into it, I should see Rome. And a desire to see Rome. Zero. Then afterwards what will you do? See Rome. You say, there is one sentence there. See Naples. A desire. A desire to see Belur Halibe. So let us make it little more Indian, okay? Belur Halibe. What is Belur Halibe? These are temples in Karnataka. To be seen out of stone, a casket like, sculpted, the most beautiful. Yellow rock, a temple, a rock cut temple, just a huge hill is a temple. They have cut it into a temple. Hill, just a hill. Nowhere in the world. A hill is cut into a temple. You go in and all the features of a temple are there. A desire to experience. Experience. Something to experience. Desire to see, to know. Desire to possess, desire to own, desire to relate, desire to become recognized, desire to wield some power, desire to have wealth, desire to have better health. What is wrong in any of them? What is wrong in any of them? Healthy. All these are healthy desires. A desire to covet others' wealth. That is also desire. And they are not healthy. They are also desires. Desire to rob a bank. That's also desire. Because they don't follow Dharma. Please understand. Therefore, desires which do not in any way transgress Dharma or vibhuti is given to a human being. Vibhuti means a privilege, a glory given to a human being. There is no tinge of greed as long as they conform to Dharma. Greed is really funny. One fellow has a begging bowl, an aluminum begging bowl. This aluminum vessel is not acceptable to Vedic Orthodox people. This aluminum. So he also, I want a steel bowl. It's a very legitimate desire. This aluminum bowl wants to be replaced by a steel bowl. Both are अच्छा. Some vessel made of steel. Is it greed? No. It's a very legitimate desire. One fellow owns a corporation. Owning a corporation is managing a corporation without your own investment. That is the advantage of a corporation. You put some money and start a corporation, and afterwards take back the money when you put up the project. Then it's all you take back from the kickback you take back. So you manage a huge corporation without no stake. This is what the corporation ethics. And this fellow wants to have one more corporation. He is already head of a corporation and he wants to buy one more corporation. What is wrong? It is exactly like the steel bowl. So begging bowl. So from aluminum bowl, he wants to have a steel bowl. And this guy wants to have one more corporation. What is wrong in it? Where we come now. So a corporate head desires, he will desire for not steel bowl, okay? He wants to have another corporation. That's not greed. That's legitimate desire. Greed is, in order to get a steel bowl, so what this fellow did, and his friend, his friend, the platform friend, both of them are sleeping in the train platform. And one fellow, that is a friend who had a steel bowl, and that he was sleeping along with that. And that fellow steel bowl, and this fellow stole, and early morning he just took it and went away. This is greed. You transgress Dharma in order to fulfill a desire, legitimate desire. He manipulates the market to buy the corporation. That is greed. That's what they do. That is greed. That's greed. And therefore, you can understand more and more desire fulfillment implies actions. And actions means karma, karma means dharma. And therefore, the karma is governed by your own knowledge of dharma. Sky is the limit. You can have any number of ambitions, desires.
Mahaganapatin manasa smarami Mahadeva mudam shirasa namami Mahaganapatin manasa smarami